Hi, what's up guys? It's Roscoe here. I'm going to do a PvP pet battle video. And I'm actually going to feature kind of I suppose a low-key, quite strong pet in the Albino Chimaeraling. It's actually fairly strong now, weirdly enough. It's a pet that probably you never used until the Buffs to Darkness. And even then, maybe not a first pick. But I'm gonna try and get some kind of wins of it. Does really well against Anomalous, which is kind of one of the reasons that I am using it. So let's see if we can kind of get some solid kind of wins or stuff. So all these teams are really strong. They're probably kind of top tier level. So let's go with the weakest. Happiness, obviously it hits hard, and being an elemental, there's potentially quite a big swing in damage or damage reduction if you're maintaining a darkness. That's always something to kind of bear in mind. And then Chimaeraling, is it Hoarder? Which is one of the new Shadowland pets. It's one of those kind of trolling pets that's a bit annoying to play against, but with it's got some quite a lot of control. Okay, I'm gonna say and hope that they go with the Valk opener. Yeah, I'll hit them with this. So potentially they'll haunt. That's not what I want them to do. Or if they bait out the haunt here, that'd be very well played. Okay, there is a reasonable chance they'll either low roll enough, or this should do quite well, I think. Cool. For a second there, I was concerned that the ability bugged. Looks like it still has great mechanics there, and that hasn't gone to cooldown. Okay. Cool. Racial plot. And then we can avoid whatever comes in. And then this should beat this. Okay, reasonable. I mean, do I think that's the best play? That sucks. Okay. Cool. There's a miss on their end as well. So it will come down to a reasonable extent as to how much they hit. Cool. Interesting bug there with the Curse of Doom, because obviously it shouldn't just stay on there, and I've seen it happen with the res as well. That does a similar thing. This is like one of the top level teams. It's one of the stronger teams, darkness wise. I've still not 100% decided between this owl and the if we can visibility. So it's the power speed. So there's not much difference in power. It's that slight bit more speed. Okay. What do I want to actually just sack? Oh, okay. So I know that this guy has like Sandstorm and Creeping Insanity. I mean, that's no shabby hit, right? A bit of a shame that's going to go. I mean, it's not going to be good for me. But I really want to keep my cat for these two. Okay, that's really bad for me. Really bad. The miss. I'll do this. And then I was probably sitting a stun, so population obviously. Okay. I just want to get the kill. It is one of the things, right, that with the darkness you can get those misses. Hopefully he stays in. This has a lot less use against that Blossoming Ancient. And I mean, they're potentially in trouble here. And I think they kind of know. I will use it here. Unlucky, pal. So I still got potential mischance, right? It'd have to be extremely unlucky. So interestingly there, the Crimson Skipper would have actually died. But yeah, that's the one thing with darkness, especially when you don't kind of combo it with the Nocturnal Strike. So the darkness obviously has that 10% mischance baked in, and it's really frustrating. It essentially in 5 turns someone is going to miss, right? Is the kind of maths essentially. It doesn't, obviously that's no guarantee, but that's kind of the average. And it makes elemental pets potentially have a bit more value in that situation. How many have it? So a few have it. I could go Nightshade Smartling, but I don't like having double. I suppose what we could do is we could go something other than the SS, but I don't like don't like or want to do that really. So here, there's another quick team. The speed is compensated for with the darkness. Okay, full darkness. So this is arguably the worst pet for me to face with this guy. Let's do this. Let's just go for this. There's weak damage, so it's got that going for it. Okay. Okay, 40%. Thanks. So if the flyer comes in, I'm gonna take the cool darkness, hopefully. Okay. This just has to take it. So they can swap, right? The swap should be what they do. I mean, what can you do? I mean, they missed as well, right? They did miss. Cool. So this kind of eats up 2 cooldowns. And what damage do they do? Can they hit low? Okay, then maybe we'll get them again. I think this is gonna be a close game, and I can't tell if they're the best player I have ever played against or incredibly lucky. Because really, my play should have been Surge of Light. Okay. Tanking the Twilight. Oh, here we go. Finally. I'm gonna hope that they do try and predict me. Okay. Okay. They cannot be like just. It's just next level insanity if they're that good. It really, really is. Okay. So they have Nocturnal Strike, so they're going to use that. I honestly, I cannot believe how these games have gone down. Okay. Do I need them to like miss here? Okay. So I mean, I'm just gonna lose. There's nothing I can do. I actually honestly think that I can beat them with that team. The rat is the problem for me. That the rat is the problem. The problem pet. But yeah, honestly, unless they are the best player I've ever played against, they're just lucking it, right? They're just extremely lucky and just somehow guessing correctly with all those sides. This should be a relatively straightforward win. I'm gonna just go this guy. I'm open with that just because if they are going to haunt, which they're sadly not, it means that they would potentially then be taking that when they haunted. They'd have that dot up on them. That's fortunate. Okay. At least the previous two times they've unholy ascensioned. Okay, this dot's going up and landing for once. Whilst this darkness is up, I'm going to flash. Because essentially their whole turn, I mean, whatever they want to do now. Okay, still here. And then by the time kind of it's gone, I have nibble up. Okay. I mean, I have to kind of lie on them. It's fine. It's fine. We're okay. We're okay. Yeah, I'm really trying not to get salty. But I mean, it is. I have to always tell myself that it is the thing with the darkness. That obviously someone is going to miss. I'm not running any kind of guaranteed hits in darkness. I'm not running like a elemental or anything like that to kind of compensate for the darkness. But neither have my opponents been, so great. So for these quills, I'm really going to struggle. There's no getting around. I'm going to struggle here. Okay. So what could this guy have? Nice try. Okay, that's fine. The dot is something that I really want to land on then. So it won't kill. Annoyingly, it's just outside the the racial. Okay, that's a solid win, because if you're playing that the quill, you should kind of do really well. All right. So I don't necessarily need the speed as much. So we'll go with the phosphor right here. Yeah, that quill is massively problematic. It's an issue because of its speed breakpoint. I know I did a video on it. Speed breakpoint. Let's see what this one has. That's the pet that I'm most concerned about. Yes, but anyway, quill is speed breakpoint, level of control, and then the kind of the throughput is above kind of what it would be, should be. Oh, that's unlucky, mate. Okay, so they want to go for like a healing team. I was going to say, I envisage that they have the consumed corpse kind of bird on their back. No, should I put like one together? The most awkward thing is a lot of the best pets for this. Let's go with this. I really want to play that team again. Because either that guy is literally sitting over my shoulder right now, or it just had to be luck with such a lot of those things. Okay. Cool. The Chimaeraling, this is a situation where the Chimaeraling really does well. I want to save that lift off for this guy. Okay. Okay. Oh, at least at least they missed too. So I can't save the lift off. But I will have a ratio called darkness on something. Or they'll do that. Even if they've got the stun line, I'll change the weather on them. Cool. I think it's a really long way for them to go now. Another racial attack. That went here. So I'll kill here. I'll kill there. You can see how it can leverage that racial, those cooldowns. I mean, it's not a good team. It's not a good team. Yeah, I desperately want to play that darkness team. Okay, got them. Let's think about this. Phosphor, that is annoying. Okay, that's really good. There we go. There we go. It's not going their way this time. There we go. They are not some kind of pet battle like Savant or whatever. They're not the Einstein of the pet world. I think it was definitely that first game that kind of threw me off a little bit. Cool. I'm sick of misses. That's the only real reason I've gone with this. Right. So they love to get that cooldown off. To 2, 8, 9. Potentially if they keep attacking here. Do I not attack? Is that what happens? I think they have to use a big cooldown on me. Nice. Okay. Okay. It's so much health not to take away from them. It's so much. Come on, a medium hit here. Good. No chance of missing. High end hit. Fine. that won't affect the cooldown. This will massive like this Nocturnal Strike just does nothing. It is an attack that does nothing now. That's bugged out as ever. Cool. I feel a lot better after those 2 W's against that Darkness team. Yeah, Albino Chimaeraling is definitely a pet to try. It's alright. I suppose there's a small kind of thing with the ranged attacks that hit affects them as well. So by cool darknessing, you do slightly reduce the damage of that, but not really do much more. It's mostly in a lot of my darkness teams for Anomalous, because Anomalous will only get two attacks off, because you then be able to kill it. You've got the weather change as well, so if they go for toxic fumes, you can kind of change it away. And then if you're able to kind of get 2 pox of the racial off, what I've found sometimes is Anomalous users will try and keep the Anomalous alive. They'll swap it out as the racial's up. Yeah, it's especially good maybe they fumes, and then you attack, you fumes, and then they do their AoE, and they swap to another AoE pet, thinking maybe I can eke out something again, and that's where you kind of get that kind of benefit of the kind of the racial and the combo with the cool darkness. But yeah, that's it for the video. Definitely got quite salty in there. I think that guy that got those couple of wins, I think what happened is the first game, there's a couple of plays, and I generally don't know if that was intended. My experience from the subsequent games would say it wasn't. But they played in a way, I think they didn't use cooldowns when I did, and it just didn't work out for me. And then the other game, I was like, well, are they going to play the same way with the Phosphor Rat, especially? No, not at all. They they were just playing very simply. So it meant that once you kind of can understand that, you can then kind of go and play around their stuff. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.